A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he spins past him and into space. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jameis now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready. Move ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It is picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got this down to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Wins to throw on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Wentz to throw. Aguilar has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. This 5-2. Black, come on.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. For Tokyo.
Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready. Blue ready. 5-0.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. There's the pin stick, and it's Chris Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pitch to Fournette. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with West. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll run with Clement. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the ball.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Bring it to you. Run.
The give is to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
4 down. Go.
Now West. And room there to work it inside the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6, and the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott on for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Elliott now to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Jameis to throw it. And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Winston throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Blue whitey. 550.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Even.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Black 22.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Ready. Black 25.
Winston. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Run.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time to make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Waiting.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey,
Back near his own goal line. Winston over the middle to Evans. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing, Winston. Derek Barnett able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Ready. Ready.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Winston now. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ryan Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's West. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone. Who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And, oh, a a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.